How do you do? It would be a little unkind to present this picture without just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
Totally just realized I was muted because I am a professional, as you all can tell. What's up, everybody? Let me repeat everything I just said for the moment. Welcome to the Rocket's Metal Podcast. I am not Rocket. I am his human servant. You just got to see him. He's now busy with other things. What's up? Thank you all for tuning in. My webcam is still being some weird piece of shit. Don't know why. Won't work. So I'm still on the shitty laptop one. You're welcome. Deal with it. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy December. Happy month our Savior was born. Of course, I'm talking about myself. It is my birthday month, December 19th. Most important day of the whole month. So write that down. Mark it down on your Amazon thing. I don't know. Lots of interesting things to talk about today. Some allegations of a man in a wheelchair being a little creep, which I don't know how that works. It's more of a scoot than a creep if it's wheels. And then we got a bunch of tours announced that are pretty fucking badass, actually, to go over. And did my video on Sick New World, but now I'm live here. We can all joke about it together. We can cry in each other's arms over the hundreds of dollars people lost. Yeah, exciting times. Let me catch up with people in the chat who were here early. Josh L., what's up, man? Was there anything even close to exclusive on Sick New World? Besides Acid Bath and Tomahawk, there was nothing there. It was just a bunch of bands you could see whenever. Yeah, exactly. That's really why that happened, why it fell apart. System of a Down is a very rare appearance nowadays. And then last year they had Denny Elfman. And then both years had a whole ton of like goth industrial bands that don't usually do shows like that. So it did feel more exclusive to that type of audience. And then branching out didn't work. See, this is why you got to gatekeep. If they gatekept Sick New World to only be for the new metal fans, this wouldn't happen. Let's open it up to boring people who like new Metallica. And they're like, damn. I was also thinking, what if they just bet big on a hot hand at one of the casinos and failed, and they were like, fuck. All right, cancel the festival. Sorry, Metallica. Matt Griffin says, saw Blood Incantation on Sunday in Detroit. I entered the Stargate, and I still don't know where I am. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Can't stay. Time for some Captain Beefheart laters. I don't know what some of that means, but I'm glad you're having a good time and saw Blood Incantation. That's cool. Marco's here. What's up, man? Mr. Darkmare. Hello, Wyatt. Sick New World should have been more geared towards new metal if they can't handle the older bands. Exactly. Juan is in here. What's up? Lilith says, here for Rocket. Well, you got him. Jay Hazard says, what's up? Savior to all metalheads. Alan Perrin, the emo punk guy, says, hey, Wyatt, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well. Thank you very much. Last couple of videos are doing pretty good. Things going well. My band has a show this Saturday, which I completely forgot about, even though I just put the flyer in the intro. We're playing with Deteriorate, Coven, and other local bands that are sick, like Putrescence. If you're in SoCal, Long Beach, LBC represent. I need to try to stop bumping my fucking camera here. Come on out this Saturday. Dark Insanity goes on around like 6:30, I think. Ed Marcus says, playing with the pussy, Wyatt, whenever I can. As all should. Men and women together. The Dev Ripper, the Rev Death Ripper says, Kitty. Correct. Rocket is getting big. He is. You guys remember when I just got him? Because I think first episode you see him on was right when I came back from Milwaukee Metal Fest. Yeah, and he was still just a tiny little baby then. He's grown so quickly. It would be really cool if someone out there put a compilation of like every time Rocket was on the podcast and you could see him growing and becoming more and more elitist. Spotify Rap Week, everybody. What was your number one artist? You'll never guess what mine is. The most metal, the most hardcore. All right, now let me catch up to everybody. Hold on one sec. I just had my lunch, so I'm gonna die for a minute. What's everyone doing for Christmas holiday season? I hope you're all have some type of merry, holly and jolly happenings going on. You going to a European festival this year? Well, not this year. There's only a couple days left in the year. I'm going to Grass Pop. I don't have anything planned for sure. I would definitely like to go to Rockstad. Maybe the Helsinki Metal Fest, but I mean others too, whatever comes up. But those ones I like have my eye on. But we will have to see. Yeah. Oh, I did also just see King Diamond and Overkill the last weekend. Yeah, I can talk about that really quick. I forgot that happened. Um, they play at the YouTube Theater here in Inglewood. Very creative name. It's a new place. Um, it was a great show. I've seen King Diamond a whole bunch of times, but I was there like with pretty much our whole band and then a couple of other friends. We were given VIP parking because I am the savior of metal. I rolled up and rolled down my window, and they just saw the dark halo effect, and they were like, "Ah, this way, sir." Um, so pretty much, we parked right around the corner from the door of the venue. The show's over. We walk out, turn the corner, cars right there. It was awesome. King sounds as amazing as ever. Very impressive. I really liked that they had Mirka for backup vocals too. It was really neat to see both of them kind of locking in at high points at times. Yeah, great show. Overkill was awesome as usual. Good times. Griegel says saw them on the 6th. Night Demon was pretty good. We got there after them, unfortunately, so I can't comment on Night Demon. We got in there like during Overkill's first song. Morbid Maniac says spending the holidays recording a split. That's awesome. We're working on our new songs. We got this show this weekend, and literally just confirmed it right now as the intro was playing. We got another show coming up on the 27th of this month, right after Christmas, at the Slipper Clutch in LA. It's not announced yet, but we confirmed it as my intro was playing. So, LA people, people who want to travel to LA to come see us, totally worth it. Ed Marcus says, King, I knew you meant King, is such a great guy. I interviewed him for my college paper back in the early 90s. That's cool. I have not gotten to meet him. I would definitely fangirl out. There's not many people these days that I would legit fangirl out over, but King Diamond would definitely be one of them. Josh L says Jeff Becerra, singer for Possessed, and the drummer for Sadus both had allegations come out the same day. And then Tim Lambesis' videos came out. There's some like group of women of ex-girlfriends somewhere who just got all the dirt. Yeah. The Sadist one, I saw an article pop up that I didn't look into yet. Perhaps we can look over it together. And the Jeff Becerra one, we're obviously going to be talking about that. The singer for Possessed has allegations. And yeah. Hang on, I got distracted by this comment here. Oh, well, are you talking about Slipper Clutch, William? I heard that place is sick. I think we're playing there NAMM weekend. It is. It was really cool. I played there one time. We had our first headlining show there. It was on accident because the headlining band dropped. So we headlined, and it was awesome. But yeah, that's a good venue. William says, Sadist one is a bit more than an allegation. Well, as I said, I looked at the headline halfway, so I don't even know. I'll take your word for it, though. Zenzilla says Jeff's allegations are worse than anything Bob Breyer has ever done. I feel like the Jeff subject is just going to start now since already topics are going that way. My singer broke the what story? What singer? Oh wait, no, sorry. I was thinking about your old band for a minute. I completely forgot. That's hilarious. No, yeah, you're talking about Devin. I'm assuming of Anubis. Good video, good band. Check it out. Josh L says, "Okay, yeah, not allegations. Just saw more stuff." Oh boy. Well, do we check him out first, or do we go over Jeff first? What do you guys say? Making sure I didn't miss anything. All right, so first comment I saw said Jeff, so we're gonna bring him up. So, this story came out. Someone messaged me about it recently, and I was trying to find more information on it before commenting. Some teenage girl alleged and showed screenshots of text messages that Jeff Becerra, vocalist for Possessed, awesome band. I've seen them a bunch of times, met him a couple times here and there, just as like passing as a fan. Teenage girl alleges possessed Jeff Becerra asked for nude photos. He responds. Great Christmas headline going into the season right there. Obviously, this is from Metal Sucks, who are completely non-biased and are pro-journalist, full of integrity. They always get every story completely right. So yeah, I want to say right now, I was suspicious of this whole thing, and I still am a little bit, but Jeff did come out and respond to it and does admit to talking to this person. And, well, no matter what his intentions were, if they were innocent or not, there's pretty much no fucking reason why a 56-year-old man should be on a texting relationship with a fucking 16-year-old. The fuck are you thinking? Like, come on. I want to say that's so stupid. This is pedo rock, Jesus. Sorry, wait, let me go over it. A 16-year-old California girl is accusing 56-year-old possessed frontman Jeff Becerra of engaging in inappropriate conversations online and asking her for nude photos. The allegations are, I'm not going to lie, I don't know what this word is. The allegations are bayoued? I have never seen that used that way. Perhaps I'm stupid. By leaked screenshots and an audio clip that's recently been making the rounds online. Sophia, whose last name is being withheld because she's still a minor, recently recounted her alleged interactions with Becerra in a recent podcast on the Kill the Posers podcast. In her appearance, she said that she initially began speaking with Becerra out of a deep admiration for him as a musician, having picked up the bass herself. Did Jeff Becerra play bass? Not in a long fucking time. William says, buy you like one of them water floaty things that keeps boats from bumping into shit. That's what I thought of. So, like, what? Booed. Jeff is done. Josh L says, all this pedo stuff only a few days after Manowar played in America for the first time in forever. Makes sense, makes sense. As far as I know, they got that guy out of the band a while ago. I don't know of anyone else. Unbelievable. We got Death Metal Diddy before GTA 6. Hang on. That's a little far. I'm not saying, this was good, but that's a little much. As conversations continued, she recounted that he was always very complimentary of her looks and interest in music, but those chats eventually turned into something more. And while she admitted that she may have been harboring a little bit of a crush, especially on Jeff in his younger years, and that's why she might have played along with it at first, she said the whole situation's been a lot to deal with. She was on this podcast. It was long. I listened to like clips of it here and there. I didn't listen to the whole thing. But one of their quotes was, "He's just a freak, I guess. A freakazoid. I don't know, man. This shit is all just insane to me because I really didn't expect any of this stuff to happen because he's somebody I really looked up to. And it's just really disappointing because all my friends knew that I love that band." Just a small quote from the podcast. In some of the screenshots, which we've shared below, you can read what looks like Becerra being flirtatious, calling her his little death metal Barbie, and asking her to show something as long as you keep it secret. I do recall him saying multiple times, "Don't screenshot these messages because this could lead up to something bad." So that implies that he knew that what he was doing was not a good thing and something he shouldn't be doing. Something that could ruin his entire life and his entire career. All right, so we're going to look at the screenshots of the text conversations first, and then Jeff's response. This is apparently from her. So I think, which one is it? So the one in green is supposed to be her, right? And then these would be Jeff. Jeff with a heart over his name, which is kind of weird. I mean, I understand it was a fucking obsessed kid fan, but just apparently Jeff says, "You say every like you have crushed through some numbers, LOL, but I know you are innocent." What the fuck? She says, "Not really. Not really what? Innocent. You are afraid to send short pics. Innocent. Heart." That was weird. This one went before it, I guess. She says, "I'm so bored." He says, "Play bass, take selfies, be happy." She says, "More short selfies, LOL." He sends a heart, and then no shorts, and then he with a gross face. Not a good look. Not a good look. If these are actual, legit from their conversation, which Jeff didn't really fucking deny, to be fair. We just read that one. And he says, she says, "What about you? You got anything else?" And then he said something that was deleted. She said, deleted. "I watch a lot of like bondage stuff." Nice, says he. This 16-year-old needed parents around. But Nostalgia says, "This is disgusting." So she uses Devon Tart. What was I going to say? Where we're at? Now, I do think them talking at all, especially over text, was wrong. But the reason I have weird suspicions of am off put by this, where was it? She said in the podcast, "This shit is all just insane to me because I really didn't expect any of this stuff to happen because he's somebody I look up to. It's just disappointing." But then she says, "I watch a lot of like bondage stuff." I mean, it's just kind of weird to be like, "Oh my God, you're my favorite band ever." And they don't, and then you're like, "I like watching bondage stuff. Should I take more short pictures?" And then being like, "Oh, I didn't expect this at all." Not that it's good. You should have never had each other's phone numbers. Should slap both of them. Apparently message deleted. LOL from him. She says, I'm so bored, I'm gonna goon. I might be old. I don't know what the fuck that means. What the fuck does Gundam or what the fuck does goon mean? I read this comment when I was saying that. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what that is. So if that's supposed to be creepy or something, I don't even understand the reference. Gooning is just edging, but you do it like all day. That is still not helping. It means jack off. Thank you. You could have put it in simple words to understand. Goddamn. Josh L. with the comment that I thought. Why are 16-year-olds into bondage, man? That's kind of early and weird. Why are 16-year-olds talking to a 56-year-old about bondage at all? I would have immediately blocked your I wouldn't have your number in the first place, but I would have been like, goodbye. Anyway, she said, I'm so bored, I'm gonna goon. He says, why go? I'm not gonna leave. He says, just go ahead and show. She does a surprise face. He says, LOL. She says, really? Sure. Why not? Are you sure? As long you keep it secret. There are more of these to go. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there was also a voice recording that was weird. This one can't be played, but so the voice recording that I did hear earlier is supposedly Jeff sounding not totally sober. And he says, like, if I was your age, we would have pretty little Mexican babies, which is fucking gross. 100%. But I don't know if there's multiple messages here because in that conversation where you see that, it didn't line up with anything they were talking about before or afterward. They were talking about like something. He responded like he was, I'll find that one. He responded that he was like mad about something else. And then that message came through, the voice one. And then they continue with the other conversation. And that was weird. Jeff apparently says, I mean, you can't date guys that are too much older. She does a weird face. He says, I don't know why I said that. Sorry, I'm on painkillers. LOL. You're like jailbait. LOL. 56-year-old man on painkillers. Don't fucking text minors. About, you could even be talking about, hey, do you like this Pokemon? Don't fucking say it. No good will ever come from an old man texting a child that they are not related to in any way. She says, for real, haha. He says, on's for real. What the fuck is this? This is either some hip lingo that he somehow knows that I don't, or I don't know what the hell is going on here. This whole thing reeks of hell no. Giggle says, how hard can it be for people to just not message children? Right? Isn't that shit so fucking difficult? I've never once in my life had the thought of like, maybe I should message this minor. This will work out well. No. I know that there's some under 18 people who watch my channel. And sometimes I do get comments saying like, I'm this kid who watches this channel. And I'm not going to lie. Even if they just say like, I like your channel, it's awesome. Part of me is still kind of like, it's kind of weird. I mean, it's crazy. You know, I'm not knocking it. I appreciate the fandom, but I think any adult would have that kind of reaction. You know what I mean? Miss the Girl says, haha, what the fuck? Lilith says, Rocket, do the cute shit. We'll just bring him back. When we're done with this subject, I'll pull him back up. How do you do, fellow kids? Being drunk is never a good excuse for being creepy towards a 16-year-old, if that's truly the case. I have been on a lot of very powerful intoxicants at the same time in my life. And never once have I come close to saying any of this shit to a child. Bro, a lot of your audience clearly has trouble understanding this. Understanding what? I'm not sure what my audience isn't understanding. This whole thing reeks of hell no. Nostalgia says, this is so stupid because even if Becerra didn't mean to do pedo stuff as an adult, you know you shouldn't be talking about bondage and sex with underage girls. What the fuck? Yeah! 100%. Send your life-size Godzilla, Jeff. We'll have to see. Blood Red says, still not buying this. Cell phone text screenshots are piss easy to fake. So as I was saying, I have doubts about how like kind of one-sided this thing is. From what I was seeing, I'll give you my Cliff Notes ending here. It does seem like, in my own opinion, that this kid is a little bit of a attention seeker, a little bit of trying to drive this conversation in that direction. However, that does not fucking excuse Jeff texting this person in the first place. You should have never had this person's number. You should have immediately backed away at all times of this stuff. Also, Ishimimoto says that a lot of my audience is having a hard time understanding don't be a pedo. Ishi, I don't know if you're new here, but go fuck yourself. Because my entire audience understands don't be a pedo. We're all shitting on the situation here. I don't know what you're talking about. So if you want to come in here trying to claim that my audience doesn't understand that talking to kids is wrong, you can go fuck yourself. All right? As I said, you can go fuck yourself. You dumb shit. Everyone boo Ishi. Yeah, you know what? Let's bring a little comedy in here.
Boo this man!
Cry about it, you dumb little bitch. I didn't say that, this was all. I didn't say these screenshots were fake or anything. I said that this person seemed like they're a bit of attention seeker and pushing it in that direction, as you can tell from text messages saying, I'm pretty into bondage stuff. You don't think that's a little bit of a, in this situation? They're all bad. Kids who want to talk creepy to adults are bad and should be slapped with some sense back into them. Adults who want to talk to kids should be fucking boiled alive. If I need to make this clear for retards like Ish, motherfucker, you think I can't find you? You dumb little pathetic piece of shit hiding behind an anonymous profile. You can Google my name and find whatever you want. That does not scare me, you dumb little anonymous internet bitch. You are probably a fucking little child living at home who thinks you're tough shit talking on the internet. If it needs to be said, you can clip this and share it everywhere you want. Wyatt's Metal says that any adult who talks sexually to kids should be tortured to death in public. Anyone and everyone who does that. So you can go fuck yourself, you dumb little cunt. All right? Now, it's less about coming at me. It's more about coming about my audience. You're not going to come talk that shit to all these people in here. Ooh, you can't even spell. You think you're going to find me. You can't even spell. Get fucked, you dumb little cunt. Anyway, let's continue. I am perfectly fine, Lilith. I just don't like these pathetic internet pansy-ass little bitches. Because what kind of you think that's supposed to be scary? Like, you think I can't find you? You won't do jack fucking shit. You dumb little bitch. All right? You could actually try to have a conversation, try to figure out different points of view, or actually come at it, like, approach it, but you want to be a dumb little bitch. Anyway, they're both wrong here, says Nostalgia, but she's underage and he's an adult, so he should have known better. I agree. I completely agree. Lilith says, sorry, I get the trolls out. Xavier says, Wyatt used the power of Ronnie Radke to deal with him. That was not my intent. That's not what I meant to happen here. I was also drinking caffeine at the same time. But yeah, he's going to have his dad beat you up. Oh, so now I have this child, Ishii, after me. Get in line next to Tim Lambesis and Little Bo Prick and whoever else that I've exposed on this channel. Good times on the internet. Merry Christmas, everybody. Alex Flamer says, wow, that's the angriest I think I've heard you. It came out at the time. You know, I don't care about people saying dumb shit to me or being like, oh, you're a fucking moron or you're this or that or everything. It was trying to insinuate that you guys don't understand that talking to kids is wrong. And then coming out with the, you think I can't find you like you're some tough guy. Which that shit is not impressive at all. That's why I reacted that way, because it's pathetic, not because, oh, I was challenged or whatever, because you're an ant and you can shut the fuck up. Yeah. John says, amen, Wyatt. Somebody says, Wyatt, chill, no need to get so worked up about someone who has no idea what they're talking about. Exactly. Exactly. That is correct. He had poor comprehension skills. Yeah, I mean, that's literally what it was. Which, let this be a lesson, everyone. I did overreact there. You should never let retards trigger you, even that badly. Hey, I didn't go Donkey Kong, so that's fair. But no. That actually, I was going to make a video a while ago when a different troll came at me on Twitter. That was far more hilarious. But how to basically deal with internet trolls online, how to deal with people online and comments like that. When you know that they're talking from nothing, they have zero understanding what they're talking about, you really can't let it affect you that way. It's just easy to just laugh and move on and just cool. You know? Trolls are trolls. We'll get them out the chats. You know, it's fair. I've been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy lately, just flying around fucking trolls up. And that fit in pretty well. You didn't go Tim Lambesis, so that's good. That would have been horrible. Imagine, like, YouTuber Crumbles ruins his entire career because he started fucking punching himself in the face. Shall we continue? Because there's more. Apparently, Jeff said, but I like talking to you. She said, hashtag me too. He says, you can be my little death metal Barbie. That was stupid. Jeff definitely earns a strong fucking slap in the face for that one. She said, don't make me blush. He said, I like your cute pics and I'll send you some stuff. He. As I said, both parties are pretty wrong here. But yeah, you are 100% right that he's a fucking adult. Yeah, you should know better. Also, I forgot to add this comment. I would find it hard to believe that Jeff would actually engage in real life physical pedo stuff simply because of the fact that he's in a wheelchair. His legs don't work. How is he gonna, That was why I immediately was like skeptical of the story, because I was just like, his legs don't work. Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs. Anyway, she said, message deleted. She said, well, yeah, I do watch that. He said, not really. Yes, LOL. I am not really into that, but occasionally. She said something so weird that creeped him out. She said, I see. He said, what's your favorite keyword search? What a fucking weird, gross question. Nico says, I lost respect for Jeff after hearing what he has done now. Yeah, wait till we get to his actual response. Oh, we're back to the bondage comment again. Did we finally get through all these fuckers? Ew. She says something. Just guess. Deleted message. She said hot. He said deleted message. Damn my own folder, huh? This kid is... Ugh. You all need Jesus. That was the same message. Are we done? Because I really don't want to fucking keep reading these things. This was apparently from the Possessed official account. It's a picture of, I think, some animal. And apparently Possessed official said gooning the poor thing. Gooning. I do that. I'm sure you do. What the fuck is with this situation? Jeff sends a weird, like, sticker-looking cutout of himself, it seems like. Claudius with some Hitler joke. Very respectable. What's worse to you guys? Talking this inappropriately with a 16-year-old or sending Hitler memes to a 16-year-old when you're a 56-year-old? That's a whole lot of no, a whole lot of fail. I think that's it for their fucking leagues. So, nope. Not the official account. What the fuck? Someone says Linkin Park is awesome. Shippo says, I still haven't really gotten into Possessed. Is this a good time to listen to him? If there was any time, I feel like now. Eric says, oh shit, Claudius is a possessed guitar player. Ryan says, this is some fucked up news from Jeff. If it's all true, then I'll have to quit supporting Possessed as much as I love their music. Yeah, I mean, that is a definitely personal opinion. Lock this guy up. Right. Blood Red says, who has a cutout sticker of themselves to use for texting? Unless he, like, clipped it right then or something. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Then again, sending a message about, quote, gooning from the band's official page is also kind of weird. Where's that clip of Rachel Zegler? Weird, weird. She says, though she claims she wasn't the person to leak the screenshots. Okay. Having initially shared them with friends and her boyfriend at the time, she said she just wants to make sure people were aware that this sort of thing is going on in the metal scene. That kids are talking to 56-year-olds about bondage. She said, my end game is just to spread awareness because I feel like there's a lot of this stuff happening in the scene. I think it's really disappointing and puts a lot of dirt on our name. I think people like this don't really have any room to be in the community at all because scumbags like this are just, you're making us look bad. I mean, did you read your own text messages? Like I said, 85, 90% of the guilt should be on Jeff for even talking in this conversation. But you were asking about like bondage and weird shit. I don't know. I don't like either of you. In the interest of fairness, we have reached out. I don't care what Metal Sucks says. This is what Jeff said in response. Metal Sucks asked Jeff what he has to say. This is his full, apparently unedited response to this situation. Lilith says, what's bondage? Stop lying. Josh L says, I love the music, but don't blame anyone who doesn't want to listen anymore. Yeah, pretty much. I definitely 100% after reading this won't blame anyone who was going to cut off their possessed patch. Yeepus says, Wyatt, what do you think about the Sadus situation? I did not look at whatever video or thing is out there that people have said yet. I will take a look at that when we're done going over this. I heard it was bad, but I didn't look at it yet. So this is Jeff. There is something that I want to address with you before it gets out of hand and hopefully clear things up, or at the very least, add some perspective. During the time I was in hospital or shortly after, I responded and had a general correspondence with a 16-year-old fan and her boyfriend. Those of you who know me know that I have never had a problem chatting with any fans. I chat with people from all levels of society, backgrounds, and ages. Up till now, I have never had any problems. I will say that the times I've seen Jeff at shows, he is always talking to fans and hanging out with people. I have known this particular person who is coming out with allegations directed at me since around August. I was always polite, kind, and proper. We had been texting each other with metal-related stuff. I don't care. Even if it was just metal-related stuff. Don't text a fucking minor when you're an adult with family. If they are not related to you, you have zero fucking reason to be texting a child. I wanted to help her and her boyfriend out with their band, and I gave them VIP tickets to my show. Now, to be fair, I didn't know VIP tickets to Possessed shows were a thing. I thought they were pretty much general admission. But in the few days directly after my surgery in October, this person really started making off-color comments. Several times I said I'm not comfortable with this and let her know as kindly and gently as possible. I'm old enough to be her father or grandfather for that matter, and yet you still texted her at all. It kind of does go past the line. If it really doesn't matter what your intentions were or not, how innocent you were in your head or not, zero fucking reason to be messaging this person. It was my mistake for not just saying, hey, enough, and cutting it off at the very first sign. Yeah, it was irresponsible for me not to. I did not want to hurt her feelings. I tried to sort of ease out of the conversation, looking for an out so I could remove myself entirely from the situation on multiple occasions. I want to set the record straight because the way this is being portrayed online does not accurately show our interactions. What does the chat have to say about that before we continue? Josh L says, not quite lost profits, but still really shitty. Sam says, that does just sound like grooming. Ugh. Miss LaGirl says, not buying it. Griegel says, wonder what the messages with the boyfriend were if this was her messages. Yeah, definitely curious. Xavier says, Possessed was likely booked for Warped Tour with Motley Crue. Damn, that is disappointing. Anyway, Jeff says, my mistake was trying to be too cavalier about it. making too many jokes, especially when taken out of context and cut together, it can seem damning. Keep in mind that these conversations were happening in between sleepless nights and pain-filled days directly after my surgeries and during the time I was in the hospital or shortly afterwards, and I wasn't really focusing on it, but I did tell her that it had to stop and I was going to block her if she continued to send me messages. This all is a fucking shit excuse, I'm not gonna lie. I recently had a surgery where I was heavily medicated and had no thought of ever sending types of messages like this to minors. It's not a good excuse to like, hey, we're talking about bondage with this kid because I wasn't sleeping well. You know? I can understand that, like, to give some benefit of the doubt, if he was on this heavy meds and was trying to be nice to this person and she was being hella weird, like, I could understand just like from the human side of it, of being like, this is a weird situation. I don't really know how to back out of it. But when it comes to the age difference part, that gives a lot more standing. Just be like, yeah, no, bye. This shouldn't have been a message of like, hey, I'm going to block you if you continue. It should have been no contact ever. Beyond that, I was told after the fact by those close to me that I was sending them ramblings and nonsense during this time, as well when I was heavily on pain medications. While she persistently messaged me to continue talking, I said no, I am blocking her. So that's why I was saying I do think some of her messages seem kind of weird. I felt this was a fan interaction, and I did not feel as though I had done anything to make her feel threatened or uncomfortable based on the flow of the conversation. I'm going to let all my underage fans know right now, I do not want to talk about any of this weird shit with you, ever. So, this whole, like, I didn't feel like it was uncomfortable. Yes, it is. You should have known it is. I never asked for anything or tried to pressure her into anything. She kept trying to get me to agree to text her something to the effect of a relationship plan of action, which is obviously out of the question. Does her boyfriend know about that? Up until this point, our conversations were always extremely light and proper. Right after I blocked her, she had connected with my ex-girlfriend, who has a history of trying to paint me as negatively as humanly possible without substantiation. Sound it out. She chose to start publicly sending out calculated screenshots that were craftily strung together and wildly out of context. My ex-girlfriend also started spreading rumors about me and trying to create a false narrative back then, and a couple more times in between then and now. Lots of drama. And up until now, her motives have been more than transparent because people know me pretty well, and because I do talk a lot and say ridiculous out-of-pocket things that are funny to me but not meaningful in any way. They've easily seen right through it. That was a lot. Jesus Christ. Where's the wood shipper? Griegel says, regardless of who's telling the truth, it's big yikes all around. Yep, definitely true. It's called stay off your socials while heavily medicated so you don't do this shit. It's okay to inappropriately text minors if you're tired. Exactly. We all know the rules. I'm pretty sure that's how it's written in the law. V says, that long explanation is too much. He did it, smacked my head, pissed away his metal legacy. Where are we? I'm also seeing a lot of false narratives and outright lies, but I want to lay all doubts to rest and let you know that I am not and never have been anything but legitimate. I have been on this earth 56 years now, and I've never had any problems of this kind whatsoever. I worked my entire life and made my name and band around my exemplary reputation, my love of metal, my love for my fans and my supporters. I'm a family man with 2 wonderful children. Many of you may not know this, but other than touring and doctor's appointments, I haven't left the house for well over 15 years. Because of my condition, I'm bedridden except for when I tour or go to doctor's appointments. It is beyond ridiculous to think that I'd be chasing around young girls in my condition or that I would ever want to by any means. Never in a million years would I try to sneak around with a 16-year-old kid. I saw her as a fan. Giving the benefit of the doubt here, because no matter what his intentions were, I find it physically difficult that someone in a wheelchair would go to physically cause a crime of this. That said, he says right here that I saw her as a fan. Why are you texting a 16-year-old? Why does a 16-year-old fan have your number? Why are you regularly texting this person? I'm going to end this by saying this. I know in my heart of hearts that I've made a mistake. Coming from a place of harmless humor and the drive to recognize fans as friends, when I should be more mindful of the impression I give to the people I respond to, as I value the connection with my community above almost all else. I understand the perception of me and my actions and how I've disappointed my audience. I understand now that connecting with any and every fan that I can is irresponsible, not always helpful, and can create an uncomfortable situation. I am sorry for the discomfort I have left with her and with all of you. Knowing that this is not a matter to take lightly, I can only say that no matter what happens going forward, I will have learned and continue to be a better man the best I can. My intentions were clear and never had any ill intent. My music is everything to me. I have put my entire life into my music, and all I want to do is play for you and continue with this life that never seems to happen. And to those who have defended me, thank you. You are the best and the reason I keep going. Thank you for being so brave and caring. But first, I got to get well and get back to resting and recuperating. Fucking hell, that was a lot. So, that was Jeff's full statement on this whole situation. My voice is tired. God damn. Let me see what people in the comments think that we're all wrap this up. Josh L says, I thoroughly dislike everything to do with this story. I agree. People are asking who would take Jeff's spot in Possessed. And people are saying me. I wouldn't ditch my bandmates like that. Ugh, fuck. That was so much to read. I need a breather. Hang on. Ryan says, Jeff better watch out for Chris Hansen and To Catch a Predator. Why don't you just take... That'll be a thing now at Possessed shows. People just be like, why don't you take a seat? Just take a seat. Josh L's taking off. Take care, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for this story ruining something for you. What do you think? Can he bounce back from this? I think that Possessed, the name, will definitely take a bit of a hit. Probably go like down some notches in terms of selling venues, ticket sales, fan interest. I don't think that they'll like go away though. I don't think that it would be. I don't think that this would cause Possessed to be completely banished completely. Timbaland Bassist came back. I mean, come on. You know, if there was like really solid evidence of him doing really bad shit, then definitely not. But it didn't get to that. It does seem like a Dr. Disrespect situation, really. It's very similar to that. And he jumped back. Whether you like him or not, I never gave a fuck about him, so if Kevin Spacey can bounce back, anyone can. Exactly. Will people still wear Possessed shirts? Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people probably won't even hear about this. Going to like festivals and shows and everything, I'm willing to bet most people probably won't have even heard about this. Not everyone lives online. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect is back on. Well, he was back on YouTube. I think maybe he went to Rumble now. But I mean, he's back in general. So yeah, I think if there was like video evidence or something of him really committing one of these crimes, then it would be a lot more damaging. But this, yeah, I think there will definitely be an initial blowback. But no, I still think they'll probably see Possessed out there and everything. But if it needs to be clarified for everybody out there, if you're an adult, don't text children for any reason at all, no matter what your fucking intentions are. You're wrong. Don't do it. If you're a kid, don't fucking be creepy with adults. Come on. That needs to be mentioned too. I'm just, I do think that pedos should be burned alive in public, but yeah, this all could have been avoided if people had used their brains. Alexi says, I personally know the person that Jeff is suspected of possession, brother. It's way worse than it seems at the moment. Really? Then that will be very bad. Well, there would have to be more evidence or whatever to come. What the fuck? I mean, if Stephen Hawking went to Epstein Island, then yeah, this is not the metal Diddy. This is the metal Stephen Hawking being wheeled into the event. It's crazy that this type of behavior is normal now in Hollywood and in music. It pretty much always has been. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, dig into how the whole industry works. That's pretty much it. Anyway, yeah, no matter what you think of the situation, it's pretty bad. I think we can all come together and boo Jeff Becerra on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boo this man!
Also, make wood chippers great again. 100%. So, you all were telling me about this Sadus situation. You said that it's really bad. Let me look and give a live reaction. If you had to pick between Tim and Jeff to be redeemed, who would you pick? I would say Jeff, to be honest, because it does seem like a dumb, gross thing that he definitely shouldn't have done. Tim seems more trying to get people killed. I mean, really, that's a bad question to ask. If I had to pick between the two of them to be redeemed, I would go home and play Halo. That would be my answer. Did I miss the Sick New World topic? We didn't even get to it yet. We were talking about Possessed and everything. I see this comment keeps getting in on here. To get your mind off it, Linkin Park should bring back their Project Revolution tour. I think My Chemical Romance to Bring Me the Horizon should be on the tour. All right. Might want to watch that off screen. What was on my off screen? Would you rather have dinner with Tim or Little Bo Brick? Jesus Christ. That's a that's a terrible question. Fuck. What's a good answer? Can you just trick him into fighting each other? I would tell Tim that Little Bo Prick has a crush on him so that Tim would start raging out and fighting him, and then I would just sneak away. William says the sadist vid. Okay. Thomas says, are you going on a rock cruise again in 2025? Those were great insider videos. Yeah. I am. 70,000 tons of metal happening end of January. I will be there. It will be fun. Boats and shows, as I said before. Griegel, that was my thought exactly. Wouldn't want to take Tim to dinner. He'd flip the table and ruin the meal. Exactly. How are you going to enjoy that? That just ruins the fun for everyone. So what the hell is this video? Let me find it. Lamb go. Drummer seen in disturbing video. All right, let me not share the video. Thank you for the warning. You can just watch my live reaction to see how bad it is, I guess. John Allen, drummer of California thrash metal band Sadus, has recently been recorded allegedly attacking a woman named Brandy while her elementary age son watched. God damn. This all occurred while she was hooked up to a dialysis machine? What the fuck? Oh, hey, it was Devin who broke this story. Bassist vocalist Devin Ricci of Anubis, shout out, came forward with video evidence detailing this incident. Wait, what? How did you get this footage? Devin is a very talented singer, by the way. You guys should check him out and his band. Says, not sharing it, but Devin's post said, extremely detailed video footage of woman hooked up to dialysis being beaten as her elementary school age son watches in horror. So you know whose music I love, Sadus. They're like one of my favorite bands from that late 80s, 90s thrash period. That's what Devin says. He says, here's some footage of their drummer, John Allen, beating the absolute living fuck out of my friend, Brandy. Oh, I did not know they were friends. While she was hooked up to a dialysis machine as her elementary school age son watches and tries to intervene. She ended up hospitalized some days later after she started urinating blood. And it turned out that she had dislodged her catheter into her ovaries. And from what I understand, she almost died as a result. Any questions you may or may not have, I'm sure she'd be willing to answer. Jesus fucking Christ. Seeing the pictures of her injuries. Make sure I'm not sharing the screen so I don't get fucked up. What the hell's happening here? Oh, come on. And Facebook wants to be a dick. Or the video's here. Okay, I found him. He is. Yep. This is definitely worse than the Tim Lambesis video. Jesus Christ. He like slapped her and stepped on her dialysis. The video I'm seeing now, the mom told him not to touch her kid and he's openly mocking her. Before I continue this, I do have to ask, how detailed can you hope a person gets tortured to death on YouTube before you get your channel stricken down? If anyone could message me that, for reasons? That would be good to know in the next, like, couple minutes. This video is still just yelling and mocking, but yeah, it's not good. Is it those 2 clips or is there more? Collins has posted a lengthy response video on Facebook in which she discusses the incident. She is shown crying and referring to Allen's previous behavior, which includes habitual substance abuse and mistreatment. She alleges that he had taken advantage of her chronic illness and the fact that she still loves him despite repeated abuse. Despite Collins' hospitalizations, she claims he abandoned her to fulfill band duties. She later alleged in the video that the rest of the band was aware of her mistreatment, yet didn't intervene. According to Collins, it has been difficult to take legal action against Allen due to the fact that he is her caregiver at the moment. So Devin's actually friends with this person and would have a lot of information. That is fucked up. I see pictures of her with injuries, but I just want to make sure I'm seeing all the evidence that's out. Do you guys know how many videos there are, or? Jibbo says, I haven't seen it yet, but if it's that bad, then holy shit. It's bad. It's bad. I'd be pretty comfortable in saying that really horrible, painful, slow thing should happen to this man. Not that anyone should go do it. That if the Force is listening, just putting it out into the omnisphere. Yeah. Hey, yo, this is dark, and we're just going to make some insane jokes. Lost pedo level trash going on right now. I mean, yeah, that's a new level of bad. Wasn't there supposed to be an alien invasion today, and that didn't happen? This is fucking disappointing. We could have all been having a great time right now, but nope, we gotta read all this horrible shit. Stop being dickheads, people. Man or woman, gay, straight, whatever color you are, whatever place you're from, whatever you believe. Don't be a dick to people. Don't talk to kids. Don't be abusive. Is that really so hard? Where's the bat? We're gonna Negan this person. How deranged does one have to be to best beat someone on dialysis knowing they're defenseless? Yeah, seriously. It was bad. What even is there to say? So the band kicked him out? I feel bad for the child. That's so traumatizing. Yeah, that is a fucking horrendous situation right there. I think that kid should be given free counseling and should also be given that guy turned into pinata and allowed to do whatever he wants. Anyway, that's fucking terrible. It says they did kick him out of the band. But did they kick him out because they found out about this too? Or did they kick him out because it came out? That is an important question. The band said, upon recent allegations of misconduct, Sadus will be parting ways with John Allen. They do not condone any type of malicious behavior towards any person. Is that it? That's it? Yep. Alrighty then. Is it better when someone gives such a short nothing explanation like this? Or is it better when they do like Jeff and release an entire book on trying to explain it? What do you think? The victim posted that the band knew beforehand. Yes, she did. William says band kicked him out, label dropped them, and Obituary just kicked them off the tour they're on right now. Nice! Go Obituary! Hell yeah. Someone says, do we have some happy news? We got a really good tours announced that I'll pull up here to make everyone feel better. Jomo says, bring Negan back. If you want to know my political philosophy in life, it's Negan. 100%. Sam says, if we are being honest, Alan was only fired as it is public knowledge, as the other members clearly knew. It doesn't seem like you're wrong. Just say. That is terrible. Win Obituary, fuck yeah. You know, the year is coming to an end, so all the last few people need to get exposed and thrown out to the wolves. Well, that's all disappointing. Good start to the Christmas season, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go over some fun stuff. What do you say? We've gone through tragedy. Now let's cheer it around and have some good things to talk about. We have several tours. Well, we got two main ones I want to talk about. We got Emperor announces U.S. tour with Agalosh, Wolves in the Throne Room, and Wayfarer. I've seen Emperor a couple times. It is awesome. They're very fucking good live. Coming too. Oh, wait, I forgot they're doing... Emperor will be performing in the Nightside Eclipse, which is sick. I love that album. These are the dates. Not very far, but California represent. I'm probably not going to go because I think Emperor's playing 70,000 Tons of Metal. So I'm good. But for other people, that will be very exciting. Yeah, see? Got my VIP package for the Emperor show in Denver. It's going to be good. If you've never seen them, they are fucking awesome. Another tour. I noticed that my viewership for this live stream dropped when we stopped talking about all that juicy drama. Meshuggah, Cannibal Corpse, and Carcass announced North American tour. That is a sick fucking lineup. We got all of these dates. I'm kind of surprised Meshuggah's headlining over Cannibal, just because I thought Cannibal would be the bigger band. I'm not hating on it. I'm just kind of surprised by it. But it's cool. You get the hammer bludgeoning metal and then the washing machine metal. And I think there were more tours announced, but I don't remember what they were. Emperor on 70,000 Tons of Metal confirmed. Yeah. So I'll see them there, and that will be sick. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the comments, making sure I got everything. Oh, yeah. First, I cut over the metal injection. First thing is that dude. The Sadus drummer, John Allen. You are a... Well, let me pull up the picture so everybody can see who we're talking about first. John Allen, formerly of Sadus. You are an embarrassment to humanity. You are the reason that I support abortion. Your existence is a detriment to all of mankind and life. The world will be a better place without you. How does it feel to know that you are literally the worst scum on the fucking planet? Now, everyone, John Allen, you're a bitch. Fuck you. Boo this man.
Boo this man!
Who do you think will find me first? John Allen, Tim Lambesis, or that one little dickhead who popped up in the chat? Gonna have to surround my house like a zombie apocalypse. What? Sleep Token's vessel assisted with some gaming issues during a recent show. The fuck did I just read? I was looking for tour dates. Yeah, Chelsea Wolf and Blood Incantation, a couple more bands got announced for Fire in the Mountains, which is pretty cool. I like that. You suck. New arch enemy. Axl Rose settles sexual assault lawsuit. I deny the allegations. There was no assault. It's been a wonderful days for news involving band members, right? My Chemical Romance guy died. Right, yeah. I saw people were apparently celebrating his death because he had some not approved of opinions. Like douchebags. I thought there was more shit. Oh well. I love the Boo This Man part. Thank you. I'm glad I thought of that one and pulled it up in here. I got to get Norm Macdonald when he's like, this might seem harsh, but I think everyone involved in the story should die. Like, exactly. The worst part is John Allen is Sadus' original drummer, so a Sadus reunion will probably never happen. It will happen in the Maximum Penitentiary. It's all about the Jailhouse Rock if you want to see Sadus. What a way to end the year. There was something that, oh wait. We should lighten up the mood and add Sick New World jokes in here now. Or whatever. Yeah, Wyatt says don't be a fucking weirdo freak. Don't talk to kids. Don't beat disabled people. Literally this morning, I'm not even joking. This morning, I finished reading the book A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, which is so, happy and about appreciating life and being charitable and everything. And then I come on here with you guys and read all of these fucking stories and go off on some dipshit. The internet is a bad place if you can't tell. Can you guys hear this fucking yard worker happening here? I might have to close the window here in a second. Sick New World wanted to be the master of puppets, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Nice. You could probably make a whole paragraph just about bands. Okay, cool. So sound is good. The internet dresses to depress. It's a terrible place. What would you want to happen more, Sick New World or an alien invasion? An alien invasion is free. That doesn't cost $500 per day. So alien invasion, 100%. You get more action. You get more bang for your buck, literally. It's just fun. I think everyone is in agreement that we just want it to happen. I think most of humanity, especially Americans at least, part of them actually wants an alien invasion or zombies to actually happen. Would you be scared or would you be like... Yeah, if you guys don't know about that alien thing, it was some stupid internet theory. Some guy in 1997 made some apparently AI thing that predicted that aliens would attack. What do you know? It didn't happen. Fucking shocker. Would you ever go to When We Were Young? No, the fuck I would not. Mainly because I don't like the bands on those types of lineups. So music-wise, would be fucking dreadful for me. But I get why people who are fans of that go to it. I remember when everyone was paranoid thinking it was some like scam when it first got announced. And it wasn't. It was, a rip-off cash grab fest, but yeah. New Dimmu Borgir is going to suck. Galder working on new Old Man's Child album is more exciting. Yeah, I think everyone feels that. Dimmu used to be so fucking good. And then they just fell out. Yo, didn't know you were on Twitch. Yeah, I pretty much link up these streams there, but I don't really stream on there or anything. Yeah. I should. I've been trying to do more game streams. I'm trying to catch up with comments here. If I missed anything, I don't think so. Zero System says, I'm late. What happened with Jeff? Oh, you're going to have to go back and watch it or have people catch you up. It was a lot. But the catchphrase of this podcast is, don't text children. If that needs to be repeated. I did want to also mention this film that came out, Heavier Trip. I thought that'd be a good thing to mention here because everyone really liked the first movie, Heavy Trip. This is the sequel. It is a extreme metal road trip movie. And it's fucking awesome. Let me pull up the trailer. This will be a more fun, exciting, lighthearted thing to end the show with. And I'm taking suggestions for what next videos you guys want to see. Suggestions are welcome. I'm working on a video about metal and mental health and its effects with each other. And I'm definitely going to cover the usual kind of everyone's read those articles of like listening to metal helps people be happier because of sense of community and everything, which is great. But I wanted to get into a lot more detail where I specifically want to address how certain types of metal can affect extreme cases of autism, how it can affect schizophrenia, because in Heavy Trip, there's a character who's a schizophrenic and is in a hospital and everything. And when he's losing his shit, they play metal and he is able to focus and calm down. And someone who watches my channel commented one time saying that they are schizophrenic and it's exactly like that. And I found that very interesting. So if anyone listening to this has personal stories of how metal has affected their mental health or someone they know, whether it is in terms of you just feel down and it helps you feel better, or if it is some real deep mental effect, disability that metal somehow plays an effect to, I'm very curious to hear those stories. So if anyone has any of those, feel free to comment, message them, let me know. That's super interesting. Anyway. Almost got the trailer ready. Oh. So yeah, Heavier Trip just came out, the sequel to Heavy Trip. It's these guys who are in an metal band. They got arrested in the last movie. And we are here to... In this film, even though they're in prison, their band gets a chance to play Vakken. So they have to break out and go on a road trip to go play Vakken. And hilarious shenanigans and hijinks ensues. That's very metal. And it was really good. The first movie was surprisingly awesome. What I like about this series, I guess you could call it now, it's not just cheap, thrown away shit films of like, oh, metalheads being ridiculous, played by like people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This is a real movie. It's cheap, it's independent, but like the cinematography is good. There's acting and story and everything. It's a real movie, and it obviously knows what it's talking about in terms of metal. There's so many references where if you don't know extreme metal, you won't understand it. The guy on the left here is an extreme black metal elitist to the point where he doesn't want to play shows that are like not in basements. He thinks he wears corpse paint all the time and thinks everyone's a poser. I'm playing without the sound because I don't want to get into trouble.
Pankilapako on kyllä kova.
Miksi helvetissä sun piti syödä se kortti?
Not giving spoilers away, but there's one character in the movie they meet who's a legendary death metal vocalist, and his vocals are so brutal that he has to constantly inhale helium to sound in a range that's not damaging to people's ears. And when he inhales the helium, he sounds like Corpse Grinder, like every death metal vocalist. So that's the joke, is that his voice is so deep, he needs to use helium to sound like an average death metal vocalist.
I think your music is just getting worse. The new one is just superficial radio pop. It's a really bad record.
Yeah, okay. Don't copyright me for the music.
You really made it.
Check it out. It's on YouTube. You can rent it for, what was it, like $5 or something like that, and you can buy it for like 15. I don't know if it's on streaming services in Europe because I'm a dumb American, but I watched it on YouTube, paying to rent it. The first movie, Heavy Trip, is on YouTube for free, so definitely watch that. But this one is worth it. If you like the first one, you'll definitely like this one. It like ups everything without ruining what made it funny in the first place.
I made it better.
The black metal dude stumbles into a baby metal concert, and the whole time he's trying to act like it's the worst thing ever, and he's so disgusted by it. But you can tell he likes it, but he's trying not to. And then later in the movie, he's like sitting alone at a bus stop, and baby metal rolls up, and they're like, "Come hang out with us," and they're listening to black metal, and he really wants to, but he's like, "I can't." And he just sits there all alone, and they leave. It's really funny. Check it out. Highly recommend. It has good inspiring moments for like actual band members. Like it's about part of it's like, if the band should sell out or compromise, or if they should be like brutally uncompromising. So it has really good things that like bands and musicians can get out of it, and it's also really funny, actually filmed well with good jokes, and it has references that real metalheads will understand. It's not like it was a movie made by normal people that's trying to appeal to metalheads. It's a real movie made by metalheads. It's awesome. Oh yeah, with what I said earlier about the mental illness. Xavier says, I have autism and listening to metal music helps me feel better. Anything from Metallica to Linkin Park and Bring Me the Horizon. There you go. Yeah, see, I think it's interesting. Jared says it's on Tubi TV, not Play-Doh. I think it's on Apple TV too, but you might have to rent it. $5 is reasonable for a foreign movie. And like parts of it are in English. It has subtitles. It's a great fucking movie. I recommend it. And let me make sure I can find the first one too. And it's not good because it mentions metal stuff. It's just actually good, which is cool to say. Because usually movies, like, if they actually are about metal, they're pretty cheesy and shitty made. And if they're actually about, or if they're actually a well-made movie, they usually don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But this one has got everything. Heavy Trip, free, YouTube, at least in America. You might have to use a VPN. 18 people downvoted. Fuck you. You people are losers. Yeah, check it out. Awesome movie. Really fun. A lot of jokes. That's all I got there. With that said, that's pretty much everything I had to cover. I don't know if anyone has any subjects to bring up or any more rants I should go off on. Should I find more trolls to get mad at? Dylan said, have you ever considered doing tier list? I think that could be a really fun thing for streams. I do tier list videos. I haven't done tier list streams. That might be a good idea, actually. I've joined other people's streams who've done that before. That'd be cool. Bring like top bands of certain genres or whatever. We can all vote on them. Thomas Gonzalez says, Wyatt, what are your thoughts on an ideal meet and greet? Let's say at 100 versus 200 or more for a new video. Yeah, that's an interesting question. Me personally, I just don't like the idea of meet and greets. I don't like the concept of paying money for someone to like smile for a picture. It's just gross to me. I'd rather honestly have a meeting with someone, an interaction. That said, I don't know. I think it does depend on the artist. I can see a certain amount, but more than 200 for anyone would be difficult for me. Like I said in the beginning of this podcast, I love King Diamond. I would totally fangirl to meet him, but they have had meet and greet packages that are, I don't know. I don't even know how much they are because I don't like that. But it depends on the band. It depends what people think it's worth. I could see a big artist charging between 150 and 2, and that would be, for me, would be like a big name, but people are different. Oh yeah, Ronnie Radke was booted out of the UK. He was deported, I guess you could say. We'll get to that in a second, but William says, up to the consumer ultimately, but I'd probably never pay for a meet and greet. That's pretty much my response is, yeah. When I was younger, there would have been people I'd consider it for, but just, it's weird. It's weird. And this engine is really annoying. Say more about Sick New World. There's not really much else to say. I mean, we covered why it fell apart already. It's just clearly a budgetary issue. It's not an exclusive, exciting lineup. I do think they should have gate kept it for new metal people who were apparently nostalgic and full of money. Let me pull up that Ronnie Radke thing really quick. Always finding a way to get in the headlines. Falling in Reverse UK tour canceled as Ronnie Radke denied entry into the country. Haters. Site visa issue with Ronnie Radke's criminal past. An official announcement. They said, "We regret to announce that the Home Office has denied Ronnie's visa application for the remaining 2024 UK shows. The UK is currently refusing entry to visa applicants who served more than 12 months prison time, as Ronnie did in 2008. Therefore, we will not be able to come to the UK this month to perform the shows we were greatly looking forward to. We will be postponing the shows to next year while we continue to work through the issue legally to obtain the necessary visa. We'll keep you posted as we know more. For anyone who cannot attend the new dates, refunds are available at the point of purchase." Didn't they just play in the UK earlier this year? That's the weirdest part to me. It's not like they haven't been there in a while. I feel like they did just play some shows there. Slaughter to Prevail earlier this year. Visa offices are fucking trash. They're such assholes. So, yeah, it's weird. Anyway. Weird, stupid situation. Yeah. Well, that's a bummer, but that is dumb. I hate immigration services. They're usually shit. US are changing visa laws this year. See more Watain situations happening. Oh, great. Awesome. That was one of my first inclinations to move out of the Bay Area when Antifa started canceling black metal shows. And I was like, what? That fucking pissed me off. So cool. Great. America, number one. Is there more? Down got announced for Friday Milwaukee Metal Fest. I thought they were already announced for that. Yeah, I was pretty sure that they already did. I probably won't be attending Milwaukee Metal Fest this year. Money, other festivals, and I won't lie, I'm not the biggest fan of the lineup. I mean, I think it's a solid one for that type of fan base and people who go, because it's a lot of bands that are similar. But for me, it doesn't really excite me that much. Milwaukee Metal Fest, Down. Oh, speaking of Down and Phil Anselmo, I had never listened to Phil's band Scour before, and they just had a new video come out, and for some reason I was like, I just clicked on it just to see. I did not know that Phil Anselmo could do like black and death metal vocals. That new song on YouTube is fucking sick. And I never thought I would say that about a Phil Anselmo van. But, dude, I don't even think I can play it because, you know, copyright is annoying and shit. But I can at least show it to you. This song, Scour, Infusorium, something. I'm not playing it here just so I don't get in trouble with copyright, but go listen to it. It is fucking sick. I was so surprised. People who listen to the band for a long time are probably thinking of an idiot, but I didn't know Phil could do that. And I was very impressed. Hey, Wyatt, here's a new metal idea. Do a list of metal haters, like an old channel from 2008 called Anti-Metal Club. For the end of the year, I was going to do my dumbest comments of the year again, like I did for The last one. It was pretty fun. People seem to like that. And I got plenty of dumb comments, so that'll be good. Can we vote to have a compilation video with your best laughs, best puns and burns, dumbest comments, rocket moments? That's a lot of editing for me to go back through. If someone wants to put together Rocket's experiences here. See? Yeah. This person says, I don't really like Anselmo, but holy shit, that was a banger. Like Phil is fucking 56. How does he still do this? Yeah. I was very, very impressed. I wish Lamb of God would do a show where I don't need to be stuck on a crappy cruise ship. They play normal shows all the time. They will be back on tour very soon. If they're not already have one announced. Excusez-moi. What? France has been destroyed by aliens during the stream? Is that what I'm hearing? French lawmakers vote to oust Prime Minister, plunging country into chaos. Cool. France's Prime Minister loses, no confidence vote, and is expected to resign. I only talk about politics on my X account. I don't get into actual political stuff on here that much. And this is just happening, so I'll have to wait and find out. Macron's grand project in ruins after French government fails. Chocolat bleu. England banned knives? I don't know about that. I don't see anything about that. There would be no crime. Well, that's interesting. I can look that over. We got our food with spoons in. Do you think you're going to one of the Linkin Park shows? No. I'm not into L. Ron Hubbard Park. I just started getting like nostalgic about Linkin Park too, and was playing their old songs, and then this whole new announcement came out, and I was like, See what happens? France has the Olympics with Gojira, and now they're gone. The UK banned zombie-style knives. What the fuck is that? Is that just a fragment of bone? UK zombie knife. We have fucking terrorists. We have extremists. We have corrupt politicians. And now we have zombie knives running through the streets. What are we going to do, people? What is a zombie knife? This first article I see says machetes are still available despite government ban. What is happening? What a weird term. Zombie knife. Well, that doesn't make any sense at all. Gojira destroyed France. Hell yeah. As long as they don't ban my zombie gun. It's the UK. That's already banned. You're too late. I guess so. Pretty sure zombie knife just means it has a specific curvature to it. I have never heard that term in my life. Well, fun times for Europe. Fun times for the world. Let's say the Europe, the world. So Darkmare says, here's one band you should listen to, Wyatt, Summoner Circle, a black metal band. I don't think I've heard of them. I can check them out. Someone just jumped in here. Oliver says, what is this stream about? We talked about a whole bunch of things. Talked about the singer for Possessed being creepy. Some jokes at Sick New World. Heavier Trip review. Someone mentioned France being invaded by zombie knives or whatever we're talking about here. Wyatt, listen to Vang Skeletor. Also, this is the greatest stream ever. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you enjoy it, like the stream. Tell your friends and family and haters and everybody. Dr. Jeff respect. Dr. Jeff possessed. Yeah, that is a bummer about his whole texting shit. I don't think there's anything else to really cover for now. I was trying to think of like what other topics to go on, if there's any other stories to mention, but not really. And I do have to get other videos done. Again, my band Dark Insanity is playing this Saturday in Long Beach, California. Come check it out. It will be metal. Eric asks, have you seen Panzerfaust or Cannon Fiber? I know who that is. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. Saw them both last night and it was rad as hell. I started listening to Cannon and Faber, that band, recently because people were recommending it to me. It's very interesting. Very interesting concept. Was it kind of like German World War I basis for a band because they wear the helmets and everything? I like it. I'm still like dissecting it and checking them out, but it's cool. I'd be very curious to see their shows. Cannon Fiber. That's what I thought. That, yeah, let me. Cannon Fiber. A lot of people recommended their album as one of the best of the year. Yeah, they got those old like German Empire helmets on. Speaking of which, I might have one of their swords actually. Let's see a live clip of this band. Here we go. This is the band Cannon Fiber. They wear cool hats. I'm not playing sound for copyright. Singer wears cool World War I helmet. They think they're still in the fields of Verdun. It hasn't ended for them. That's cool as fuck, though. I like this whole outfit. I have an old, I think it's a general or officer's sword from that type of era. Yeah, their look is pretty rad. Dig it. Blood Red Throne is a sick band. I have seen them on the cruise. They're badass. If you like groove metal, Slackjaw from South Carolina is pretty decent, but I really like them a lot. That sounds cool. Hot take stream. That'll be fun. We already kind of started going off on that one person. I'm all about hot takes. Look up the song Mere Soul Jesus by Evion with Anselmo playing some black metal legends. Interesting. Very interesting. Still looking at the cool helmet first. You can't headbang at all at that thing. Go flying into the crowd and take someone's eye out. That's a terrible helmet to wear in war, by the way. It's just kind of awkward. You're supposed to like just head charge the enemy. Blood Red Throne shows that Norway can produce great death metal as well as black metal. Absolutely. Oh, hey, it's Jessica says, hot take, falling in reverse is not good. They are only talked about because Ronnie can't keep his mouth shut. I strongly disagree. I just saw them at Aftershock for the first time. They put on a hell of a show. What impressed me about them was how versatile they were with their music. Ronnie obviously doing the different styles of like rap, emo, which is hard for me to listen to, but then metal and everything. No, I strongly disagree with that. Ronnie knows how to promote nowadays in the world of social media. He's constantly staying viral, which is constantly generating attention for the band. And you don't have to like how he acts. He can definitely be a little hot-headed and go off on people. Ow. But, yeah. Why do people hate Ronnie? Because he says things they don't like. He says the things that are not approved of. And that's why people get mad at him. That's pretty much it. I think his shit is really funny. This is the heaviest song you will ever hear. He's definitely a character, you know. He definitely acts up a lot. Could you talk about what Sick New World's next lineup if they were to ever come back? Not really. I don't know if they will come back or what they would have if they would go focused on new metal and just get System of a Down again. I kind of think they won't come back. I know there was drummer for System of a Down seemed to imply that it might, but I don't know, because Live Nation also canceled another big festival that was basically the same thing, but like for Hispanic music. So that makes me wonder if it is a business guy coming in and just cleaning house and be like, this doesn't make money, gone. This doesn't make money, gone. This doesn't make money, gone. Which it kind of seems like. I will say that Sick New World would not have had a problem if they booked Limp Bizkit. They should have just had Limp Bizkit headlining with opening act Limp Bizkit. They would have sold out. No problem at all. Eric says World War I is really interesting. Seeing equipment going from fancy and ceremonial to more efficient and modern. Definitely. Yeah, this was the last war to use like horses and trench war and everything. What an interesting podcast this is. We were just talking about Ronnie Radke. Now we're going to the trenches of World War I. You don't know what to expect on the Wyatt's Metal podcast. And I would pull Rocket over, but he's sleeping by the window. Is there other exciting metal news that broke out? Any other countries fall apart in the time that we've been streaming? Hot relay. Nope, I don't see anything fun to talk about now. Machine guns and horses are wild as fuck. Hell yeah. That was real shit. Mustard gas, horses. Imagine being in war. You have a fucking bayonet. You're putting gunpowder in and a horse comes running up on you. Brought to you by Learning with Wyatt. That would be a great show. I got a lot of fun historical facts. History is very, very interesting. That's why I loved when we were talking about Tim Lambesis and someone made that Henry VIII joke. That fucking killed me. It's like perfectly my type of humor. The Worst Crimes in Metal video now needs significant updates. Yes, it does. I'll have to make a part 2 and just be like everything that happened the last couple months. You should tell a metal dad joke. I don't have one. I'd make good jokes, not dad jokes. I can't do that here. I'm running out of shit to talk about. I think that's going to be the end of the podcast. That's pretty much everything for this week. Next week, same time. And then the week after that will be, I guess, the Christmas stream, because Christmas is on a Wednesday and I'm not going to hang out with you guys on Christmas. I'm sorry. I don't like you that much. No, I do, actually. I'll just be trapped with my family, as I'm sure all of you will be. But the 18th will, I guess, be the Christmas stream and my birthday stream because it's the day before it. So, fuck yeah. The next 2 weeks will be exciting. I hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas time, an awesome metal week. If you all find metal things to do, go see King Diamond or whoever's touring. Appreciate the people in your life. And don't talk to kids. And where's my ending video? There it is. All right. Bye, everybody.